Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Debbie, if we've not met already. If you are a subscriber of mine and you've been watching my videos, I'm really sorry it's been a really long break, but I'm getting back into filming today. I've been on a cruise, so I've been away for a couple of weeks, but so excited to be back. I've got lots of exciting things to film for you guys, but I thought I would start with a tag video just to ease myself back into things. Also, just apologies for the glasses. I've had an eye checkup today where they drip dye into your eyes, which is horrible, and I don't want to put contact lenses over the top of that. So hope you all understand, and I don't look too terrible in my glasses. I wear them all the time actually, but just wear my lenses now and again for going out or for my videos. So the tag I'm going to do is a tag that was created, I believe, from Beautbean and Anya's collab. That's where I saw it. I don't know actually if it was theirs or whether it was someone else's. I'll find out and I'll link the channel below if it came from somewhere else, because I know Beautbean did link someone else in her description box. But anyway, onto the tag. The tag I'm going to do is the makeup shopping tag. This one's a good one for me. I can't stop shopping for makeup, to be honest. I was even doing some of that while I was away. So I think the questions are perfect for me. So please excuse me if I'm looking down at my phone. That's where I've got the questions stored. But we'll jump right into it. Sorry for the long intro. The first question is, where do you shop for makeup? Well, for me, I tend to shop mostly online these days because I like indie brands and they're very difficult to get in stores, and also Beauty Bay has a lot of US brands or brands that I can't get easily in Debenhams or House of Fraser, which is the only other places I would perhaps shop. So yeah, I definitely shop online. Beauty Bay is my main source of makeup inspiration, I think, where I would go to first to go shopping. But if I do need something that I know I can pick up from, say, Urban Decay, that's available everywhere in the UK, then I've got a local House of Fraser and I'll get that there. Okay, question number 2. What's your budget, high-end or drugstore prices? Somewhere in the middle, I suppose, because I wouldn't go for totally high-end. I don't have any Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath shadows. I wish, but I don't. Can't pull the trigger on those sort of prices for a palette. I just can't see that they'd be worth it. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'd love to have a palette from them, but I just think it seems a lot to spend just on one item. Although I have spent that sort of money on an item that I'm going to be reviewing fairly soon for you, but it was a whole collection of things. So I have got some drugstore. The boring items, or boring as far as I'm concerned, so foundations, powders, face products in general really, I tend to buy more drugstore. And there's some really good affordable drugstore products for those, but I don't tend to really like eyeshadows from drugstore brands. There's one or two exceptions, I'll get my words out. But no, mainly in the middle, so round about sort of £40, £50 for a palette will be like my maximum amount that I would spend on an eyeshadow palette. Okay, do you shop more online or in store? That's question number 3. I think I've answered that with question number 1. I tend to do more of my shopping online because it's just easier to get the makeup brands that I like. Okay, question number 4. Do you go makeup shopping with other people? Oh, I do drag my friends along sometimes, but I tend to bore them silly, to be honest, because there's no one in my friendship circle that likes makeup like I do, and within 10 minutes they're kind of like, are we moving on now? You know, can we go to another shop? And I totally understand that, you know, if it's not your thing that you're into. But I do drag along my bestie, Angeline. If you watch this, you've been dragged along a number of times to stand there bored while I've looked at makeup, so thank you for that. So I do take other people, but I prefer in some ways to go on my own because I just feel I can take my time and I'm not getting on anyone else's nerves while I do it. So mainly I do it on my own if I go to stores, which is very rare. Okay, how do you talk yourself out of a purchase? That's question number 5. Well, I'm not good at that. I tend not to be fair. sometimes it will be a case of I'll put it in my basket for Beauty Bay and I'll leave it for a few days sat in the basket. They'll keep sending me reminders, hey, you've still got this item in your basket, or I suppose they're stalking me because they send me something on Facebook messages as well, well not messages but like in your feed, to remind me, and then sometimes I'll weaken anyway, so that definitely works. But to talk myself out of something, I sometimes look at it and think, have I got things that would do the job just as well in my collection? But sometimes even then, if I like the packaging or it's a brand that I really love, then I'll still want to get it. So I'll give you an example of that. I bought the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, but I still want the Menagerie Cosmetics Whale Song palette, and I think there's quite a lot of overlap with the blue shades, but because I love Menagerie so much, I'll still want to pick up the Whale Song, which I missed out on when it was released, but I'm determined to get because I just love the concept of their brand, the way it's packaged. Oh, I can't talk today, what is wrong with me? The way that it's packaged. Okay, so question 6. What makeup product is your favourite to buy? Hands down, it's eyeshadow palettes. You don't end up with over 120 eyeshadow palettes unless you love them as much as I do. So you guys are probably, if you're subscribed to me already, know the extent of this. I had to split my collection into 5 videos. I'll link those below in the description box if anyone's watching this and you haven't seen them. But eyeshadow palettes have got my heart for sure. There's just so much like of a buzz that I get when I open up a palette, see those colours and figure out what I'm going to do with them. So definitely eyeshadow palettes, but I'm developing a bit of a liquid lipstick obsession as well, particularly colours that are a bit more unusual. I'm a sucker for those, so I'm starting to get into different brands for liquid lipsticks, well, bullet lipsticks too, but liquid lipsticks seem to be the thing that I'm getting a lot of lately, and highlighters as well. So I've got to be careful that I don't develop as much of an obsession with these things as I have with palettes, because I'm running out of storage space, to be honest. Okay, which brand, or sorry, what brand are you loyal to is question number 7. So I have to have every Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette, but in terms of being loyal to his brand, I haven't got that many of his lipstick shades. Well, not that many, probably about 20, and then I've got 2 of the mini lipstick bundles, and I've got quite a lot of his Skin Frost, but I haven't got every product that he's ever brought out. Anastasia Beverly Hills, again, I've got all of the eyeshadow palettes and quite a lot of the lipsticks as well. But I'd say long term it's been Urban Decay. They what got me into makeup in the first place, and I'm not completely loyal because there's a lot of products I will pass over, but I tend to always come back to them, see what they've got, and I'm very tempted by their new releases. So I'd say that's a definite one. There's so many really. If I like a brand and I've say maybe bought 1 or 2 of their eyeshadow palettes and they're good, I tend to then sort of be looking out for the next thing that they release and probably will get it. So, and then there's lots of brands that just pass me by and have no interest for me, so I don't really know why that is, but that's how it is. Okay, number 8. What other things do you spend fun money on? Travelling, I suppose. That's really the only thing. So going on holiday. I used to be a really big shoe person. I have got over 100 pairs of shoes, but I had an accident about 18 months ago, toppled off my heels and shattered my elbow, and that kind of shattered my love for heels at the same time. I just haven't ever dared to get back in them, so they're all just sitting in the drawers, so I'm not buying any more and torturing myself with things I can't wear. So in terms of how I spend my fun money now, it would be on foreign holidays. I've got a couple planned. I'm going to Greece twice this year, and I love Gran Canaria, or Canaries in general, in the winter, and I love going on cruises, which I go with my mum, and also sometimes with my husband as well. So yeah, I'd say that's about all I spend my money on. They're quite expensive things, and makeup takes up a lot of my money. You know, I'm spending probably £300 or £400 of my disposable income on makeup a month at the moment, so don't have too much spare to spend on a lot else, if I'm honest. Okay, number 9. Who influenced you to buy the most makeup? Oh, it's YouTube in general. I mean, if I wasn't watching YouTube, I'm sure I'd have about 1/10 of the makeup that I've got now. So YouTube in general, but there's a few guilty culprits out there, and Annette's Makeup Corner, you're there, you're high up on the list, and I know you watch my videos, or you've been a massive support to me. But yeah, I definitely am influenced. If I see you use a palette, particularly with those 10 looks, 1 palette, I know I'm going to get it. But I've probably already got my eye on those palettes anyway, because we have similar taste with colourful makeup. Trying to think of else. Amy Loves Makeup and Angelica Nikis, because of their love for indie makeup. It's got me into indie brands that I never would have heard of in my life, and I'm so glad I know about these brands now, because you know, the indie brands are killing the colourful palette releases, you know, like the standard brands just wouldn't be able to do. So yeah, probably those, but there's so many more. I mean, I'm subscribed to over 100 channels now, and I keep up with most of the videos that people release, so I'm getting influences from all over the place, and just my own research as well, being on Instagram and looking at the websites that I'm subscribed to, that inspires me to buy things as well. Okay, number 10, the last question, what was your last purchase? So I've been stalking this purchase since Black Friday actually, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick vaults that they did. They did a light neutrals and a dark neutrals, and they're normally £20 each lipstick, and so the bundle had a £200 value because there's 10 lipsticks in each, and they were selling them for £62. So I stayed up half the night to jump on there to order them, but they were just gone in seconds and I couldn't get them. And then when they did come back in stock, I kind of gotten over it and thought, oh, never mind, it doesn't matter, it's kind of the moment has passed. So that was one thing I took myself out of. And then over Easter they sent a mail saying 25% off the entire site with no exceptions. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look, you know, see if those lipsticks are still around, and they were. So I managed to get both bundles, so 20 lipsticks for £93, so I couldn't pass that up. So haven't got them yet, but I've had the shipping notification that they should be with me tomorrow, so that's my most recent purchase. But I've made quite a lot of purchases this month, and I'll save the rest for other videos or for my April haul video and show you what I've got then. But that brings me to the end of the questions in the tag. It's been such a fun tag to do. If you haven't already checked out Beautbean, Betty Jean's channel, and her answers to the questions, please do so. I'll link her channel, as I say, or her video down below. And also Anya's video, because she did the collab with Beautbean. But I love doing these tag videos. Let me know if you like seeing them. I got quite a lot of views on my last one, so I think you guys do enjoy knowing what my views are on these things. And also a shout out to one of my lovely subscribers who took the time today to ask if I was okay and was I still around, because I haven't made any videos, and that prompted me to make this one today. I think I've been a bit lazy because I've been on my break and I didn't get any pre-filming done beforehand, but it's lovely to know that you guys actually want to see my videos and that you care enough to ask where I am, so thank you so much for that. But that wraps up today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!